Okay, so what I've done here is I've opened up the charcoal canister. This part is in the is at the bottom with a filter. The filter was just finished. It was just like mush. In between is all the charcoal, and then you've got the top, which is this piece, and again there would have been a fiber filter on there. So I emptied out all of the charcoal into a bag. I made one little port here for the air hose and a small little opening in the bag up top there for the air to vent out. Now I've already done this, so the when I was pushing the air in and the charcoal was just bouncing around in the bag, it was amazing the exhaust that was coming out of there. It looked like exhaust and actually smelled like exhaust. So what I'm going to do now is take it out of the bag and we're going to wash it, and we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so now I've opened up the bag and you can see the charcoal in there, and I've taken a bucket and I filled it up about halfway with maybe half a cup of dish soap and boiling hot water, well, as hot as it comes out of the tap, and we're going to pour the charcoal into that and we'll see what happens here. So you can see now, I would assume that some of that smoke is just the charcoal itself. But you could see how black that is. Well, that's just charcoal is black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to agitate put the cover on the bucket here, and I'm going to agitate it, and let's see what happens. I'll be back. Okay, so I've been shaking that bucket around for quite a bit of time, making sure that the stuff was moving around. So we're going to start to drain this off and see. Whoa, look at that. Look how dark that water is. Now there is some charcoal coming out, so I'm going to put the cover back on and just make sure that that I don't lose too much charcoal. And now we can drain it a bit. I'll open that up just a touch and let the water start to drain out. That first part of the water was pretty dark, but now it seems to be pretty clean. Okay, so the water seems to be pretty well drained out, and let's see what it looks like inside. We've got a lot of foam left over, but there's the charcoal. And that charcoal looks pretty damn clean to me. It's not transferring onto my hand, so I would assume that is clean now. So what I need to do is let this all settle, and then we're going to bake it. Okay, so as I was rinsing it, I noticed that some of the charcoal was actually floating out, so I stopped. I taped on this just a piece of material here so that I can drain it without losing too much of the charcoal. So we're just going to let that drain. Okay, so we've rinsed that off the charcoal, and let's see what that looks like now. And as I guessed, there is some charcoal on there. Well, look at that. That is clean charcoal. So what we're going to do now is bake that and make sure that it's very, very dry, and then we can reinstall it. We'll be back. Okay, so what I've done here is I've transferred all the charcoal into some pie plates. I'm going to put it on the barbecue, and let it sit for a bit. So let's start up the barbecue. Now we're going to want this on full blast, and we're going to let that sit for quite a bit of time. I'm not too sure how long, but we'll check that. And oops, I'm going to have to make sure that that actually fits inside. And let's get grilling charcoal. Okay, I didn't realize that actually both canisters have charcoal in them. I thought it was only one and the other one had a filter in it. But we're going to take this one off. So here we go. We're going to just pry the top off of there. Okay. And there's your charcoal. There's the filter. You see how bad that filter is? There, the filter. So this one we're just going to wash. So again, I've got the bucket half full with real hot water and just soap, and we're just going to pour that in. Now, and there's the rear filter. So we'll take that out, and again, like I said, the foam is it's just falling apart. Okay, so we'll put in as much of the charcoal that we can, and then I'm going to agitate it. So we'll be back and see what happens. Okay, so we had that on, the barbecue on. That was we got up to about 800 degrees. And then for a few minutes, and then let it cool off. Let it run at about 300, and this is the result. Very nice, dry, clean charcoal. I've got another burn to do here, so I'm going to do it.